Hey guys, welcome to the videos where I go through my rules one by one, talk about what the rule is, what it looks like to follow that rule in my relationship, and what the consequences if I don't. So the rule I'm going to be talking about today is under our obedience tab, but it's more of a general expectation of our relationship, and that is that I'm expected to be kind to others. This is something that carries a heavier consequence, believe it or not. It is an extended punishment if I do not follow this rule. And I think that that's for a few reasons. Number one, this is not something I struggle with. I genuinely am a kind person, and I try to treat others with kindness, dignity, and respect when I'm out and about. And so because this isn't a struggle of mine, Coda would not hesitate to make a point of correcting this behavior because he expects more from me. I'm capable of more, and it would be so out of character that he would have no choice but to punish me pretty severely if I ever did go outside of this expectation. And number two, this really is a reflection of who he is as a leader of our home, who he is as the authority over me, and it is a representation of him. And so when if I ever wasn't kind to others, if I misrepresented his leadership, he would take that more seriously. And so that's why he set this as an extended punishment. Do I ever foresee actually earning the punishment for this? I don't. Because like I said, I really do try to treat other people with dignity, with kindness. I try to exhibit the self-control to not react when other people are unkind. And so this is something that, again, I genuinely do not struggle with this, but it is an expectation because it could happen. And Coda wants to make sure that I understood that this is something that is very much expected. He expects me to be kind, to maintain a level of decorum when interacting with others. Typically, this means interacting with service workers, retail workers, waitresses, waiters, people like that, because in general, that is who I am interacting with on a day-to-day basis is, people working in grocery stores or people that are working in retail jobs. Typically, when I am running errands, that's who I'm interacting with. That's who I am having to have interactions with. And so he expects me to be kind because, Coda did work a lot of retail jobs through college. He was a waiter at one point, so he understands how difficult those jobs are. He understands how unkind people can be, and he is not going to let me be unkind to people in that position because that's just unacceptable. It's unacceptable for me to treat other people unkindly, especially people in those positions where they're already having to deal with the general public on a day-to-day basis, and they're already having to deal with unkind people, and I am not going to add to that, and Coda definitely will not accept me adding to that experience for them. Now, even beyond that, if we are in social settings with people we know, that is even a higher level of expectation because they have an impression of who my husband is. They have an impression of his leadership in our home, and I represent that. And if I am unkind, if I don't exhibit the self-control, if I allow myself to speak brashly and, abrasively, that does say something about him. And those are people that have an ongoing impression of who he is and that we interact with on an ongoing basis. And so that is not something that he wants. He doesn't want his reputation as the head of our household to be tarnished by my behavior. And so there is a high expectation of what it means to represent him, and being kind to others is part of that representation, and that is why he takes it so seriously. And that is why it is an extended punishment if I ever decide to forget myself and, you know, be unkind to others. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable to myself. Like, I don't want to be that way. It's definitely unacceptable to Coda, and it is something that's just unacceptable within our relationship. And so that is that rule. Let me know what you think down below. As always, like this video, subscribe if you're not already, and if you want to support what we're doing, a link to our Patreon is down below for you. We would really appreciate it if you check it out over there, and we will talk to you next time.